cloak. Notice there's no doors on my cloak. I polished them clear, and Devin Jakey is actually, I'm sending him to Devin so he can measure them. He's got some bomb-ass stab wood blocks.
All right, why don't we
start doing doors for cloaks?
Why don't you advertise that on the show, Bill? Because now we're live. Yeah,
we're live. All right. Sorry, time to stop cussing.
Yeah, well, you can cuss all the fuck you want.
But... Oh, now you telling me to stop cussing? I was cussing up a storm last time.
Yeah, what's going on here?
The fuck? Oh, I mean,
what's going on, everybody? I'll probably mention this a few times throughout the evening. You probably noticed that even though we're on Steven's channel, Steven is not here, and that's because we normally do this show on his channel, but he had a family emergency and had to bail out, and so tonight we are going without Steve. So I apologize if we're not cool enough for you, but I hope we are. So we got Scott McCann from Squonk America with us tonight, and as always, Bill Vapin' Saul from Cooper's Vape and View in the bottom right there. So go ahead and ask questions in the chat. Well, we're starting to do our buffets here. What's up, Ricky? Well, we're starting to do our buffets here. Y'all should invite some people in so we could have some fun and stuff. And I think Scott's got the coolest thing out of any of us tonight. So why don't we go ahead and start with Scott?
Thank you, sir. This evening, we have the Lost Vape Orion DNA Go Pod. And this thing is killer. This, guys, I'm telling you, if you didn't get in on the list from a couple of days ago, get in on the next one, because this thing is legit. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the pod of pods. Let me take you through it a little bit. So it's got 3 settings. It doesn't have adjustable wattage or anything like that. It's low, medium, and high. One click changes your setting just like that. Low, medium, high, and you could actually feel the difference when you're vaping it. Like the red, when it's on the red, when it's on the high, it's a little bit warmer. I have a 6 milligram Prohibition riding shotgun in there right now. The pod itself is a little, I don't know if it's hard to see, but there's a little locking mechanism on top right here. If you click that down, I think, click it down, the pod comes right up just by lifting it, just like that. And you push it down again. If you can see it, there's a little thing in there. See how that disappears?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So that's what locks in, and then you just put it in. Oop, I didn't leave it long enough. Hang on. It's tight, so you got to give it a little muscle. So that's how you get.
Don't give him one.
What's that? But you know what? You'd think it's delicate, but it's like you can beat this thing around. It's about the weight of a 2-pack of batteries, so it's got some girth to it. How to fill it? You don't have to take the pot out to fill it. You just twist this little guy right here. Take that out. Yeah. Just dump your juice right in. I'm not sure of how many milliliters it holds. It looks like 4, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard 2. I've heard 3. I've heard 4.
It's more than a My Pod. I can tell you that. So right. it's more than that.
That's what I'm holding.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's you know what, Bill? It might be just about the same, maybe a little bit more. But the other cool thing about this thing, and it's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, like usual. But what I found that was different, that kind of separated this, that is not on the My Pod, is this little silver piece at the top. That's your airflow control.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, you can open that. It's kind of, if you got big fingers, it's a little bit of a challenge, but you can open that, close it to your heart's content. And I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, this thing is beautiful. This thing is absolutely beautiful.
So, sorry, I just wanted to interject really quick. Jeff Chambers said, "What's up, fellas?" Fictitious Character said, "I have one in my hand right now too, and it's 3 milliliters." And Ricky Mahoney said, "I was like 5 minutes late on that list. Work is always messing up my fun."
Ricky, you hit me up, man. You know what to do. Come on.
I might hit you up myself.
We'll take care. And listen, anybody who wants one of these things, it is my job to make sure you get it. So having said that, who's next?
It's your choice.
Billy, let's go. Saul.
I'm vaping on my, like we said before we came live, I'm vaping on my Cloak V2. I have no doors right now because Devin Jakey is got some bomb blocks for stabwood, and he's running. He's going to be taking measurements and getting everything ready for the Cloak V2 doors he's making.
Bill, are you broadcasting from the moon, bro?
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, he's going to be putting the doors out on his website first, which is Lone Alchemist Craftworks. He makes some really bomb stuff. As a matter of fact, the cap on my Karma is blasted by him. He bead blasted my Karma to make it a matte finish.
That's a Karma. I thought it was an impact. It looked like an impact.
Yeah, it's the Karma. He bead blasted it, so it looks all nice and matte now.
Nice.
Go ahead, Eric. Take it away.
Really quick. Chris Hicks also said, "What's up?" Adam Osler, who lives not too far from me, said, "What's up?"
What up, fellas?
So we'll start off. I got the Haka Crystal pod because I don't have my Orion yet, but I did make the list, Ricky, so work didn't mess up my shit. I'm just talking smack. Tesla Sliver pod.
What was that?
The Tesla Sliver.
Okay. I see those.
They're all right. I like them. Then I always got my faithful and true Therion DNA 75C Coil Art D Pro Mini with the Squonk Donkey cap, and I'm doing Phoenix Vapor Blue Punch inside of there. I got right now the iJoy Zenith 3 with a Core RTA, and I was laying the shit down and shit went everywhere, but I got Now and Vapor Grape in there. Then I got that new, which I'm going to switch out the RDA on this while we're doing the show, but I got the MF box, Luxottic MF box from Wismec with a Jazz on there right now, but I'm going to switch it out to the new.
How do you like the Jazz?
It's all right. I'm having a problem with the coil placement on it. I actually recently got the Jazz. I know it's been out for a while.
Put it low.
See, and everybody, like Steve's video said, put it high. A lot of people's videos said put it high, but I'm tasting too much coil. You know what I'm saying?
I had better success with it low.
And that's what I'm doing next. So, but I'm going to switch that out with the Hermetic RDA from Suck My Mod. I just got that in today. So I'm going to put that on the Luxottic instead. And then, of course, I got the Snitch from Box Mod Mafia with the Karma on there. And I have Twisted Sour Lemon Lime inside of that guy.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It is good. And then the Box Mod Mafia, again, tiny version 2, DNA 250C with the Aora that I got from the guy next to me right there. And in there, I got Raspberry Lemon Law Lemonade. And
that sounds good, too.
That is good. And let me just tell you, you know where to find it. Just ask Mark. Anyway, that's about it for me.
You like pitting us against each other? Is that what's happening right now?
No. I'm just saying we carry it at Phoenix Vapor.
Why don't we get Mark on the show? Let's do a little duel.
We should get him on the show.
We should. He would. I bet you he would. He's actually. What time is it? Now he's probably sleeping. He goes to bed early.
Yeah. Anyway, so we started talking about the Orion, and before the show came on, I had said to Scott, because the owner of Phoenix actually had said to me a few months ago, he said, "You watch, I'm calling it now, pod systems are going to take over," and eventually he pointed to, I forgot what box I had in my hand. I think it might have been the Snitch. He pointed to my Snitch and he said, "Pod systems are going to be those in just a year." And that right there that Scott has is showing that man, he might be right.
I'll tell you, man, this thing is going to take over. It's going to absolutely take over. It's because it's a mod. It doesn't feel like a pod system.
Right.
You know, it's durable. I mean, it's beautifully made. It's just the construction on it, the stainless on it. It's like, it's perfect. I was shocked that the vapor production on this, look at this. My battery's low though.
So
that's not a normal pod system.
So how is that battery lasting for you?
Well, when I took it out of the box, I charged it for 45 minutes, and that was about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I haven't charged it since, but it's still going, and I've been hitting it consistently.
Yeah.
So, this is my second thing of juice. It's the second fill on juice. So
one of the things I hate about pods is the fact that you got to prime them all funky different ways. Mm-hmm. What's priming the pods on that like? Is it also kind of funky?
I don't know if I could give you a fair answer on that, because what I did was when I charged it, because again, the device itself doesn't come with a pod. So I took the device out, charged it, and at the same time, so it was about 45 minutes, I put juice in the coil, just laid it on my desk. So it was sitting there for, but Jay Hayes, he said 12, 15 minutes, let it prime. And before you hit it, or even when you first fill it, just give it like a
suck that juice up into the wick.
Suck that juice up and get that thing wet, nice and wet. But yeah, I didn't actually time it, like how well, and you could, these pods are, they're 2 for $7 I charged.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So, 2 pods the same. I think it's less than a My Pod, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah, the My Pods run, it's like I run about $7 to $8 for 2 pods.
Yeah, so it's virtually the same thing, but this is, and I love the My Pod. Listen, you'll never hear me say a bad thing about a My Pod, because I love that thing. But this, between, one's going to be in my left pocket, the other one's going to be in my right pocket. I'll tell you right now.
So Andrew Rogers said that he's waffling one right now in his group. He's trying to. I'm just kidding. And then Adam
Mark's the waffler. That's. Waffles aren't my game.
Adam Osler and Ricky Mahoney both mentioned using eScribe. Ricky said he wanted you to know that you get another 10 watts if you hook it up to eScribe. And Adam said that if you're using Replay, that'd be nice to cover your butt from dry pods.
Interesting.
Have you used the Replay feature on it yet?
Not yet. Nope.
So
Today is strictly experimental with just vaping.
I've used the Replay feature, and I think there's got to be a learning curve to it,
or something. There's got to be, because even when I had a Therion, even using eScribe I was like, fuck this after 10 minutes.
Well, I'm fine with setting everything up in there. It's like using the Replay on my device, like on this guy. I started realizing that depending on what the material your posts are made out of can influence Replay and stuff. So you need to make sure that your posts are, I think it's stainless steel, that you want stainless steel posts if you're using Replay. But because it just didn't, I'd take a hit that was just like my perfect hit, and then it wouldn't taste the same on Replay to me. And I didn't know if that was in my head because I was doubting that it would taste the same.
It could be. Yeah, possible. I'm gonna play around with it, and so I could talk better to it. But I just was so excited about this thing. I've been waiting for these things for like a month, and I just want to start vaping it. I want to ask you guys though, Adam, Ricky, whoever out there has one that's listening, do you guys see that the charging compartment, does yours come loose at all? Or I don't know if it's me or if it's like my finger keeps slipping over it or something like that.
And I'll let you know.
Yeah, I feel like that could have been done with a little more kind of click to stay.
And then since we're kind of on the topic of innovation, and Scott, I think you might, I don't know. I work at a shop and do reviews, but I don't know. I think you probably have a better understanding of what innovation is coming up that we haven't seen yet. So I was curious if there's anything else besides that, because obviously you were excited about that. You knew that was going to be a hit. Is there something else that has excited you that's going to be out soon? Or
I think the next wave of first of all, I think tubes are coming back a little bit. I think you're going to start seeing a little more some tubes again. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what, but I think you're going to start. And I forget where I've seen them, but those tubes that have like the squonk at the top. That you know what I'm talking. I don't know what it's called, but I've seen them. But also, I think the next thing, because if this thing has, and I'm not sure the milliamp battery on this. I want to say
it was 1100.
1100, but 1100 milliamp compared to 18350. What's more powerful?
Yeah.
You're going to start seeing the 18350 squonkers. You're going to start seeing, and you're going to start seeing 18350 tubes.
Yeah, you got Sal and you got, I believe, Conal were both working on 18350s. And
let's not forget our friends at Limelight.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either.
I know. Well, aren't we making it a habit to drop, new things that are coming out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. I'd be all over that. I love my Limelight.
I can't show pictures or anything, but Dehan and I talked last week, and he showed me some stuff that's esque. If you know what I mean.
I'll be honest with you. I love you, and please don't take this the wrong way. I'm not pumping purple piss on your parade. I have an issue with Limelight right now, and it's angering me because my bliss won't fire correctly.
Why not?
I don't know what's going on. When I took it apart, I cleaned it, and it'll fire, and I'll hold the button down, and all of a sudden it'll just start firing.
Does it have the RAM in it?
No, not yet.
You got juice in the MOSFET button. That's what.
Probably. So here's my problem is I was told message Michael Torres.
Ace, yeah. Yep.
I messaged him over a week ago. He looked at it. His picture is right next to the PM. He still has yet to answer me. And I told him I didn't buy the mod, so I'll pay the cash to send it out. I'll pay the cash to have it returned to me, and I'll pay the cash to have it upgraded to a RAM chip. He still hasn't answered me.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, especially where Limelight's concerned, because they have a great reputation.
Yeah, they do have a great reputation. That surprises me. But yeah, let me send a message on your behalf tomorrow to Maya, and they're going. And listen, things might be a little slower for the next couple of months as far as production, because they're having a baby in a couple of months, and that takes a little bit. I don't think they're ready for the kind of time that they're about to mods. I really don't. I speak to them almost every other day, and but they're trying to pump everything out that they can. We're gonna do more pellucids, but to your point, Bill, I'll reach out to them, and I'll even reach out to Ace tonight after we're done here and see what, because they'll take, without question, you will be taken care of, without question.
No, I kind of figured. My problem is I messaged him last Saturday, and I'm still waiting for an answer back. So it was kind of like, maybe I should message Dehan or somebody else. And I was like, but it specifically says in their little bylaws or their rules to message the guys who are in charge of it.
Actually, the correct rule that's written on their warranty is to email them.
Yeah. I messaged Mike, because the reason why is I was confused because it's not very clear, on how much it's going to cost. Number one. Number two, I bought it used. I didn't buy it brand new. So it says if you buy it brand new, you're covered to the gills. But the problem is I didn't buy it brand new, and there's nothing in there for what you get for a secondhand buyer.
That's a good point. That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah, if they have something in there for us, hey, great.
But you know what? Even so, if you're willing to pay for it, they'll upgrade it for you. And I'll.
Yeah, he told me it was $35 for the upgrade, which I'm cool with.
Plus your shipping.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's got to go to. Well, he said ship it to. Originally, it was supposed to
ship it to Ace, and he'll ship it to them. Yeah. Yep.
I'm cool with that, even though I'm saving up money right now because there's the big vape expo coming to Vegas.
I know. I'm getting my plane tickets this week.
Oh, damn it. Now I really have to go. Bill, you better let me crash.
We got to hook up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm not hooking up with you, but I'll hang out with you.
So I was gonna go to the Denver one. I don't know.
See me in person yet, so it's okay.
So there's a couple comments that I wanted to shout out. So fictitious character responded about the battery door thing or charging door thing and said no issue yet, but it is kind of flimsy.
Yep.
Builder guard Travis from JMT Elite told me to stop looking at my shoes, but you motherfucker, I'm building this RDA. I'm not looking at my shoes.
Whatever.
And he also said, "What's up to Scott?"
He ain't looking at his shoes.
He said, "What's up to Scott too?" I didn't know you knew Travis.
Say it again.
Travis from JMT Elite, Builder Guard Travis.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What's up?
He's in. Wait, Travis is here. How many other people we have?
I don't know. The thing is never accurate. It says 10, but I'm sure there's more than that because I think it tells me what was in when I opened the chat last.
All right.
So,
Travis, what's up, buddy?
I just popped up to 11.
What's that?
I can't see any of this shit. What are you guys
Just
looking
popped up to 11.
It's on Steve's channel.
You got it. You guys, someone's got to teach me what to do.
I got a second window open with YouTube, and I brought up the video, and I just hit pause on it so I don't have the echo.
Wait,
What's up, Travis? I see you there, man.
I can pull up YouTube and this will work?
In a second window.
Oh, shit. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, don't close this one.
Yeah, forget it. I'm not doing it. Forget it.
Yeah. Travis, this kind of leads me into another topic. You guys, I think anybody who's watched this has kind of figured out that I'm the guy who brings up advocacy all the time. Travis has been working on I Quit Smoking by Vaping.com along with me, Chuck Allen, Stan Tenacious TX, quite a few other people have been involved in that. Scott Z from Paradigm, everybody is involved in that. I got videos in my inbox from Grim Green, Suck My Mod, Bogan. It's a pretty awesome project. I can't tell you why I have videos yet. That's a secret. But basically there's a lot going on right now. And one thing I wanted to kind of discuss is, what do you guys think about reviewers not using their platform for advocacy? Do you think that's okay and that's their right? Or
wait, say that again. So I'm not sure.
So what do you think? There's reviewers.
Tony, for example.
Well,
Tony is big on advocacy. I mean, as far as I know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I kind of have that. My stance is, it's your channel. Do whatever the fuck you want, But if you have that many followers and you have that much reach, why would you not try to protect your own profession?
Right.
I think no audience, any audience you can reach is a plus.
If you vape and reviewing this shit is putting money in your pocket, I think you have a responsibility. Better yet, you have a duty to advocate.
Yeah.
It's true. I think any platform that you can find to speak about advocacy, to be honest with you, and I'm included in this, it's like you get lost where to go with it.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you could send all the emails you want and post 2,500 pictures of yourself holding a sign up or whatever. It almost gets discouraging. You know what I mean? Because you don't know who you're reaching, because very rarely are you getting the feedback that you expect to.
Right.
You know what I mean? What are my efforts doing? I know I'm speaking to you guys. I know you're speaking to all of us. Who else are we reaching?
Right. And I think that it can be discouraging. And to be completely honest, if there is only 10 of us, it ain't going to do shit. If there's so the thing that I think, like with the project I'm working on with Travis, the major thing we're trying to focus on is activating the vapors, not the vapors who are like us, who are on YouTube, who know the latest and greatest products, but the 90% who aren't even aware that shit's going on, who don't even know that there is such a thing as vape YouTube, because that 10% of us, even if all of us in that 10% got involved and got very active, which isn't the case, that's not at all.
3% of the community.
Right, exactly. And even if all those people got involved, it wouldn't be enough to make an impact. So
it's kind of difficult to make an impact because I hang out at my vape shop and I help out because, you know, it became a habit, kind of like Norm. I have my own spot at the counter. And, you know, back when August 8th first happened, the shop owners weren't allowed to teach people how to build their mods. They weren't allowed to show people how to set it up. So I used to go there and I hung out, and we actually got a little chalkboard and it said information, and it stuck it in front of me. And I used to sit there with a cup of coffee, but I still hang out. But honestly, I'd say over where I'm from, most of the vapors are actually like over 50 years old, just trying to quit smoking. They don't give a fuck about advocacy. They just want their vape. They don't want to smoke. Leave me
because they don't know what's at stake.
Exactly.
Right. But here's the other thing.
Oblivious.
Here's the other thing. I'm on Vapor DNA right now. Why isn't there advocacy on Vapor DNA?
I agree.
Yeah.
Or Direct Vapor, or any website that a regular everyday Joe that doesn't know that we exist.
Right.
That why isn't their forum all about this? Why isn't every vape shop in the country?
I mean, as far as DNA, I can understand them not advocating because they really don't. They probably don't care.
They have to care because you know what? It affects them.
I agree. But if vaping goes down, they're in the electronics business. They will just convert over to something else. You know, like making microprocessors or let me say that right, microprocessors.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that fully though, Bill, because like anything, it doesn't take it takes more than the blink of an eye and an idea to actually execute it.
So I wanted to bring something up because one of the managers here at Phoenix, Dave Buckley, actually just commented in the chat. We've stopped taxes in Washington State, where I live and where Phoenix is, for 4 years in a row now. They've tried to tax vaping. And here we have shops that are active like Phoenix. And there's also the Pink Lung Brigade, who's mainly sponsored by Bonsai, I believe. And we have shut down taxes here in Washington State. And so there is victories for sure.
Wait, let me say something. Travis, let me say something. Travis, so you just asked, have I gone to my local vape shop? Actually, I've gone to 3 of them, and no, none of them are aware. Not one. And all 3 of them, I don't know if you guys remember me posting that I quit banner in the group. I brought a stack of probably 30 or 40 to each shop because my buddy owns a print shop, so I just kind of raided him. But anyway, I dropped off a stack of these to all 3 shops in right around the Wilmington, Delaware area. And not everybody's like, what is this for? I was like, what is this for? Are you fucking kidding me? What is this for? I'm like, really?
My opinion is if you know what's going on in the government right now as far as vaping is concerned, you should pat yourself on the back because you're 1% of the 1%.
Yeah, and it makes me feel like we're the only ones who know about this.
Absolutely. I think they should actually set up an advocacy booth at the entrance of every vape expo.
Well, they did in NVE in Connecticut. They did. They did. There was a whole stage actually. I think, and Phil Basardo was talking, and
he's going to be in Vegas.
Phil's he was a really nice dude, really nice guy, big dude. But but that's the discouraging part is that. We're speaking to each other, but who else are we reaching?
Right.
But I still listen. I said it the last. I'm sorry to keep talking.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
It's the New York in me. But, like at the last time we all spoke, the last time I was a guest with you guys. We were talking about that. There's got to be a news story.
Yeah.
What if CNN did a piece on the online world of vaping?
A positive piece.
Well, of course, obviously, yeah, and it could quickly turn negative, which is why I'm hesitant to kind of go balls to the wall on it.
Yeah,
but you gotta look at the success, not the success, but the you know, the positivity that some of us try to reach. You know what I mean? Like giving to the military, or, you know, running a contest to help somebody pay their bills, like a medical bill or a family issue or something like that. The good that we do for each other that we don't have to do, but because we're tight like a family, that's the reason we do it. And that's the reason why it should be heard. And because people in vape shops everywhere and people that just shop on any normal website, they don't know about this.
No,
they don't know,
Right.
They don't know what we do. They don't know, you know, they don't know we raised how much money for this guy because of this, because he was going through a hard time, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. They don't know that. We know it, but
Right.
it goes beyond us.
we know it. Honestly, between you and I don't mean to sound facetious about this, but how many times have we all pitched in and bailed out Alan, even though we knew he was full of shit?
Why you gotta fucking mention that name?
Why you gotta bring him up?
Why you gotta fucking bring him up, Saul?
So,
All salty now.
And I went on so many diatribes on that dude. It's just,
well, yeah, that
But
was.
you know what? It speaks to the heart of all vapors.
but there
We
you
all knew he
go.
was full of shit, and we still bailed him out.
And what you just said, and then what did we do? We bailed everybody who he fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody chipped in. And what did we do? We paid for those or whatever they were, orcas, whatever.
Yeah.
And the rest, Mark ran a contest, and everybody, 10 people got a free package full of stuff. You know, no
Dude,
money
I
was
in for that because I knew it was a good cause. The funny thing is 2 days later, I had to borrow $20 off my brother-in-law to put gas in my car to go to work.
Dude, we can't even go to work because we help each other so much.
I put that money in, and as soon as I did, I was like, that's for a good cause. I'm taking care of this. I'm going to help out. And as soon as I looked at my bank account, I was like, motherfucker.
It's the principle of the whole
Absolutely.
thing. You know, and I forget, Eric, was I talking to you about like people that come after us that try to, you remember?
Yeah.
People still try to come after me. I'm not going to mention names here, but you know what? Just last week, I got called a ripoff group.
Yeah, that's not right.
That's what we were called, a ripoff group. And I can't think of anything that I've ever sold a dime above what it cost. And I think, and listen, in fairness, the people who say it, you know, I work with, see, here's the split. Mark works with a lot of, like, he'll work with Phoenix Vapor. He'll work with, you know, All Day Vapes, Midwest, whomever. You know, I work more so, and he does too, but I work more so with the private modders. You know, like your Darren, like your Vixet.
XJ, yeah.
Yeah, XJ, exactly. You know, so with that, there's pricing limits. I don't get to set a price on those things. Like the Aora, I didn't make that price. That was dictated to me, and I'm just the messenger for that.
Right.
You know, so I don't know where, you know, we sell Tobinos for $14. I don't know how we're a ripoff group. Yeah, you know, I don't.
Yeah. No, I deal with the other side of that. The only thing I deal with is I get a lot of, and Tony and I have talked about this, when people enter his giveaways and he says William Cooper, they know me. I put my name out there. All of a sudden I get emails of guys asking for free shit. And I'm like, listen, I just do this as a favor to Tony. I don't have the same inventory he does. I'm sorry, I can't help you. And then the next day I get an email, you greedy motherfucker. I know Tony's giving you at least one of every mod. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, no, I do it as a favor.
But people want to be your best friends when they think you got something to give.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I was before you came on, Eric and I were talking, like, you know, Kai, Steve,
Yeah.
he won big this past week.
Really?
He won an armor mech and an SVA.
Oh, Kai Camaro, yeah.
And everybody's his best friend now.
Yeah.
You know? And he was I'm not saying names, but he was spoken down to by a couple of people that I was very surprised to hear about.
Yeah, he told me, he goes, I won an armor mech. He goes, I don't even like armor products.
Yeah,
I'll trade you my Bliss for that armor. And he was like, I already got a Bliss. I'm like, okay. And I let it go. I didn't talk to him again for 2 days.
And there's people that went on, listen, we're boys. Why didn't you come to me first? And it was just surprising, the names. And listen, I'm going to say something, and I'm tight with the people who I'm talking about now. But you know, and I'm not trashing them. I'm just saying I was disappointed in seeing in learning how they reacted to something like that, because it's just not a big deal.
Right. It's they're jealous. They wanted the mod. He won it.
That's it. And listen, jealousy's fine. Jealousy, it happens, but you just, some people just won't rise above their wants.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You know what? You have your team free shit, and then when it comes to waffles, you have your team butt hurt. That's what it boils down to.
How it is. I don't even play in waffles, but Steve Kai, he plays in waffles to give those things away to people, you know. And listen, an armor and an SVA, you're not giving that away.
No.
Hell no.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you're not giving. Listen, if it's an RDA or a couple of bottles of juice, or even like you know what I'm talking about. Like, he gives a lot of stuff away. Cloaks he's giving away. Addies he's giving away.
Yeah, I even sent him some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just those things. Listen, those two combined, if you sell that, that's a month's salary right there.
Oh, easy.
You know, that's a no-brainer. So, you know, and then I don't know. It's a touchy subject. It's a touchy subject with me. I was disappointed to hear some of the stuff that I did.
Well, you're dead on, and I think that happens to be like the thing that happens everywhere with. So as soon as I started getting reviewer product, what I would do is, if there was something I wasn't going to use after, I would just start handing it out to people. I'd be like, hey, I'm not going to use this. You want it?
Yeah.
And I try, because I'm just, that's how I am.
Thing to do. It's just a noble thing to do.
And instead of having it sit around my house, you know what I mean? And then it started getting to a point. And by the way, Bill, I'm going to send you something. Like, Bill has never asked me, and I know Bill jokes around sometimes and says, "Oh, I don't have one of those. I don't get free reviewer shit." And like, but that's as far as he goes. He's just giving me a hard time. But there's other people who I have given plenty of free shit to without, that now start feeling entitled. Like, if you're not going to keep that after you review it, do you want to give it to me?
Yeah. As soon as they see that you have something they want, all of a sudden the tone changes a little bit.
Attack. Right. That's right. And dude, you guys, listen, I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm going to anyway. Like, somebody did something really, really, really nice for me this week. And you want to know what I gave them? Take a guess. I'll give you one guess.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but it's something I'd probably take a knee for.
Go ahead. Go ahead, say it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I gave away my pleb.
Oh shit!
Are you kidding me?
Gave it away.
Oh, dude!
Because listen. I'm about
a special friend right there.
Listen. The guy hooked me up. He did something for me that he did not have to do. Okay, and it has something to do with this. Okay. Now I'm not going to say what, but you know what? I had my time with it. He's been chasing one ever since they first were released. I'm not going to sell it for $800.
I already know what he did for you, so we're good.
You know this already?
No, but I have a feeling it's something you said before we went on the air about pulling strings.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I get it too.
Yeah, it has. Well, actually, Bill, it's not what you think. It's not like, no, it's not. I'll talk to you after the show. I'll talk to you after the show. It was more so like an introduction. Put it that way.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, you know what? And it's funny because I give people crap all the time. I work my ass off. I'm proud of the fact that, like, I have my bliss. I won. I traded mods. Tony started me off with my Therion DNA 75. That was my very first nice squonk. I bought a VT inbox about a week or two later, and I traded that VT inbox for something else. And I traded that, and I traded that. After 7 months, I finally had a mod nice enough to trade for my bliss. And that's, you know what? A lot of people were like, wow, you waited that long.
I remember when you got your bliss. It
made it that much sweeter that I worked my ass off for months and then finally got it. That made it that much sweeter. It's when it falls back to a lot of people that want to get stuff for free, but when you get it for free, you don't respect it as much. When you work your ass off for it,
or if you do, or alternatively, if you do a good deed for something,
absolutely earn it.
It's the same satisfaction.
Oh wait, I got to show you. Wait,
you know, when you look over there, it looks like a meth lab over there.
Thank you to Scott here. I got to say thank you to Scott here because it came in my Desi pouch.
The red and black. It's nice.
Yes, that was hard to find because I wanted it to match that. And it had to all be matchy-matchy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did too. That matching that.
Did you get that from me, Eric? No.
Yeah, I got that from you.
No.
We don't go anywhere else for our stuff. Come on.
Well, I do.
America pillow.
Can't you see it's below Bill? The Squawk America logo is below Bill right now.
On YouTube. I got to get one of those Squawk America pillows to put on my stool for when I'm over here working on my bench.
There you go. I'll get you a big wall banner for behind you.
So it's funny, Bill, until just now, I always thought that bench was an oven.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Kidding me? I swear to God, I want to disconnect the camera now and put it over there.
You must think it's like a fucking pigsty, dude. It's got e-liquid all over it and shit. What kind of oven is that?
Yeah, it's a mess.
That's funny.
So there was something else I wanted to talk about, damn it, and I forgot now. I put it in the fucking little advertisement I was posting places.
I figured out I'm on YouTube, by the way, on my phone. So
nice.
Yeah. Oh, so the logo doesn't look very big, but the Squawk America logo is there. If you're on your phone, it won't look very big. Do you know about that Femto by Yellow Kiss that Brandon posted?
$155? Jesus Christ.
Well, this wasn't much. I mean, this whole package I'm holding in my hand was like $450 for the mod.
Hey, you know what? For all I know, that thing is probably like kissing an angel, but it's out of my price range.
Have you tried it? Oh, he ain't saying nothing.
You have one, Scott?
No.
Oh.
But I didn't. Brandon, he has one. I don't have one.
See, that was one of the things. Is like, what was that other Addy? The Monarchy.
Oh yeah.
Man, those things are starting to show up on flipper sites so much. I see guys doing waffles for like $600-700 for those things.
I haven't seen the Skyfall a lot.
Me neither.
Recently, I don't know.
I think it was a flop. I don't think it was as good as everybody says because I've seen a bunch of them on the buy-sell trade threads.
It was a $300 GR1.
Say it again.
It was a $300 GR1.
I couldn't comment on it. I've never tried it. I
never tried it, but if you look at the pictures of the deck, it looks like the Gas Mods GR1 deck. Very, very similar.
Just taller.
Taller, yeah. I didn't love the airflow on it. Looking at it, I don't know. I think the packaging was beautiful.
Yeah. The packaging was.
I mean, the Aora had beautiful packaging, even for throwing it in a tube. It looked good.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't even get one of those, and I tell you what, I was in love with them just looking at them. What's that other one that's out right now? The Fire.
The Proteus one?
Yeah, I kind of balked at that because when I saw those drip tips, I was like, what is that, a fucking 2 to 3 millimeter airflow on the drip tip?
Go ahead.
There's
we
no
reveal shit on this show.
Yeah, because I don't like, for what we do, I don't like, I can't, I'm not going to, you know what, it's not talking back. I don't want to run those until they're ready. Because we had this issue with the Squee.
Yes.
And Derek Jackson, who's a good dude, I think he's running them now in Deadlock, is it?
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, I'm not running them. I'm not selling them.
They're running in Squawktopus, and they're not going out the door like they should.
Because when Proteus says October, it could very well be January. That's why.
Absolutely.
The Squee I sold last August of 2017. We didn't get them until October.
Yep.
So
I remember that last year. Yeah.
And even I heard 100 people with the Malu. They paid for $340 for the Malu. They didn't have for 2 months. And I don't want to do that. Like these, for example. I got these. The hookup was there, and I have them a day after the buy ended.
Yeah, it's exactly like you and I had talked about. When I had talked about my thing, I'm not going to do it until they're in my hand and ready to go.
Right, with the Tesla batteries, like you were saying. It's the same thing. I don't like to make you guys wait. And more so than that, I hate getting 25 p.m. I've gotten PMs already. Hey, did the Orion ship yet? I'm like, dude, the payment period hasn't even ended yet.
Yeah.
I prepaid all of them. I paid for all of them, and I got them here. And all but one guy who was a pain in the fucking ass getting it, asking 55 questions about it.
Was it
the
me?
only guy who didn't fucking pay for it.
Oh, he didn't pay for it. I was gonna say I was kind of an ass about that one.
He's not. No. You weren't at all. You had an extenuating circumstance, which is a lot different.
Hey, Scott's from the Northeast like me. I guarantee you, if he had a problem, you'd know it.
Yeah. Oh, without question. But Eric, you could tell him. Tell him. Oh, you want me to tell him?
Yeah, go for it.
Eric came to me and said, listen, I'm trying to get my channel like even going. Is it possible to maybe get it any earlier than the rest? And I said, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I got them today. I'm literally going to the post office as I got them to drop off the TFC, which I got a post tracking for. Shit. And I remembered what he said. I looked at the spreadsheet. I packaged his shit up and I sent it out today. Everybody else's is not going out till tomorrow afternoon.
And
I'll have it ahead of everybody.
And I offered to pay more, and he didn't ask for me to pay more.
No need, because it's for you. It's for it's for what you do. It's this, it's what you love to do, and you do what we do, and it's a simple request.
Yeah.
But the guy who wasn't paid for it, he's not an active member of the community, and that pisses me off even more, kind of.
Yeah. And that harkens back to what we had talked about before. We take care of each other.
Yeah, I spent an hour answering questions for this guy, and it just hit me the wrong way.
Is it someone that's a regular?
No.
I know you won't say who it is. Okay.
No.
Oh, you just said it's not a regular.
Yeah, I've never heard his name before this list, kind of thing.
He joined just because one of his friends said, hey, they're having a group buy on this.
Pretty much. And it's $55. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that goes back to the whole thing about someone calling you a ripoff, because like I told you, I went and looked just because I'm curious, right? And it was $75 for just the mod, or for just the device on, I believe, Vapor DNA. It was $65 on eCiggity for just the device, and yours was $55.
I do my homework, bro.
And like I was telling you before to the show, that they get much larger quantities, so they have much more of the availability to knock the price down than you do in theory. So so if people are calling you a ripoff, I'll tell them straight to their face, fuck you.
Because listen, because people think, listen, you know what? I make money doing what I do, but what I do also gives me the ability to make my price on a lot of these things. A lot of the private stuff I can't, like I was just saying before. But the stuff, some of the connections we obtain through wherever, we're allowed to make our own price. And it's not always about lining your pockets with the top margin you possibly can. I could have easily charged $70 for these.
Right.
They still would have gone, but it's not about that. I wanted everybody to have these as much as I wanted one for myself.
Yeah, it's all about finding that perfect balance of making a couple bucks for yourself, but saving a couple bucks for everybody else.
Right.
And truth be told, you know what? I'll probably lose a little bit on this, because the weight of it is a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. And when it comes down to shipping, we're going to lose a little bit on that.
Oh shit!
I don't care. It's not you know what I mean? It just doesn't. I cannot wait for you guys to start getting these things. I cannot wait. because it's going to be, I'm telling you, these things are going to take over for the foreseeable future. And you're going to see more of these mid to high end pod systems coming out as a result. I guarantee.
Oh, for sure. And the little squonks that do the similar thing. And we've already seen the mouth to lung RDAs fucking coming out every week now too.
I have a feeling Albert Lee.
I was just gonna say
Yeah, the funny part is when I talked to him about the RDA design, he told me I'm not making any more RDAs right now. I was like, he's got something up his sleeve. There's no way he just packed up shop.
He's gonna come out with something sick. He doesn't know how to pack up shop, dude. That guy's got talent and he's got knowledge, and he's gonna bring some fire.
Have you ever gotten their bottles? His squonk bottle? So he did.
Yeah, the Half Moon ones.
Yeah,
I have a couple of them.
So
we ran a group buy on those a while back.
Oh, see, I got mine from Vape Happy. They had them on clearance, and I wanted to try them out, and they're dope. And the funny thing is, I did do a little research and saw that you had a group buy for them a while back. I always go and I do as much research as I can. I go to Facebook groups, I go online to the websites, and just try to find as much shit as I can about shit. And what's kind of weird is, like, you know how why can't I think of it right now? I never bought one, but the USV Mach 1. There we go. How they had the completely flat squonk bottle.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's crazy. It's so innovative. Nobody's done the flat thing yet." And what? Because I don't even think
on his.
Right. Yep. And I don't think that BB Vapes was even the first, I don't know, they may have been the first, but I don't think they're the only ones. I think somebody else did. You have the square bottles, right? And then
the octagon bottles.
Yeah, you have the octagon bottles.
And soon, I don't know if anybody can see that, but you're going to have the octagon refill bottles.
Woo!
Nice.
I do see that.
There you go.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
See, my favorite, I love the BB Vapes bottle. It was a great bottle, but for me, honestly, I fell in love with the X-Stars, the bangers, the squares, and the fit inside a cloak is just so satisfying. It's perfect.
Just so satisfying.
That makes my OCD just hug me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. But I'll tell you another bottle. I think I mentioned it last time I was on, but the boys from Vape and Architect.
Yeah.
They made a bottle, and it is badass.
Really?
Badass. I'm telling you.
I saw that new arc light. I actually wanted to get one. I sold my Archon a long time ago. That was one of the mods that came in and went back out for me to get my Bliss.
Yep.
And I love that Archon. It was a batch 6. I would love to get one of those arc light aluminum ones.
Those are, I'm telling you, man. I don't just love those mods. I love the guys behind them. You know what I mean? I love the guy, Isaac, Chris, Garrett. They're just stand-up dudes.
Garrett's always good people.
Yep. They're always willing to lend a hand. Chris willingly sent me one of the bottles to take a look at, and they're good. They are.
Really?
We're going to run a group buy on those. It's just a single round bottle. I think it's 6 mil, but the thickness on them is so perfect. So perfect.
Kind of like the X-Star bangers.
Yeah, a little bit thicker. A little.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I think it's almost like it's almost the thickness of like a D bottle.
All right.
A little bit thicker, but I like the top. It's a stainless steel cap. It screws off. It fits right back on easily. It's a really nice bottle.
Yeah, because I laid out the money for a couple of those Luco Silk bottles when you couldn't find them anywhere.
Oh, like $28 a piece?
I bought 2 of those sons of bitches, and it cost me almost $30 in shipping to get them over here from France.
Fuck.
And I tell you what, when I used them for like a month, and I'm like, these fuckers are way too soft.
Yeah.
Way too soft.
Now, you know what the worst bottles were? You remember the Boxer bottles?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Fuck, dude. I hated those fucking things.
Those things were I threw it out.
Man, and then the hard part with the Boxer is like the 510, the little part that came down, it was hard to get any of the little tubes from other squonks to fit on it right. Yep. They would just pop off.
Yep.
And so I finally went and bought some some tubing from a pet store, and then I had to put scissors in there at the top and shave out some of the plastic so I could finally get it to fit right.
Way too much work for a bottle.
Right. No
Way
kidding.
too much work. I'm a little upset that I've been hearing for this afternoon. I heard that some people were having trouble with those the multi-tools.
Oh.
Really? I haven't had any problem with mine.
Me neither. I've never, but the guy showed, and I sent them a new one. I sent them a new one today, but I guess the top of it was a little, ever so slightly bent outwards.
Oh.
And when you're dealing with the specifications of those nuts on the 510s, that little bend made all the difference. I mean, I sent them a new one today, and I said anybody else who's having a problem. I mean, I got tons of these fucking things here, but yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems with mine, and I used it to take. I took my plug apart with that. I took the cloak apart with it.
Me too. So I don't know. Maybe just. I mean, listen, it's a simple machining defect. When you're pumping out 20,000 of them, it happens. You know what I mean?
They're not going to be perfect.
Well, I mean, listen, as long as I could, replace it for whoever had a problem, that's all that matters to me. But they just got to contact me. I can't guess.
All right, guys. It's 7 o'clock, and the shop is closing behind me. So,
10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, 10 o'clock. Sorry.
Cinderella's about to turn into a pumpkin.
I wanted to give a couple shout outs to people who came in later really quick before we go. Martin, let's see, DC Rackley, DBS Squonks, Philly Vape 215, my man. He makes reviews. Go check out his channel. I think that's all who came in late and commented. But yeah, if you look below me, it says the YouTube that you can find my videos at. If you search Cooper's Vaping View on YouTube, you'll find Bill's. He's still working on getting a custom URL link. And Scott McCann is Squonk Merca. Squonk Merca. Don't put the A in front of it. You might get lost. On Facebook. What's that? What is the actual URL? I should have put that on here.
For what? For me?
For your group. Is there a URL or is it one of the groups? ABCD?
Facebook.com/SquonkAmerica.
He said that's a Mark question.
Mark. Cloudy days.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Cloudy days. I didn't realize what you were mentioning. CLOUDEDAZE.com.
Yes.
Days.
So that's the actual website. Lots of times they have like a little bit of extra from the group buys, and if you missed it, you might be able to find it there.
Right. What we're trying to do really is going for like an overstock thing. You know what I mean? Like what we get is extras or what,
people don't pay.
Yeah, things like that. And Mark adds more to it, obviously, than I do, but it's because it's his URL. But the two of us work in tandem. So, if you need something, if you can't get a hold of him, get a hold of me. We'll take care of you.
And that's the truth. I'm a witness. Anyway. All right, y'all. Hopefully we'll have Steve back next week.
Don't forget Vape Expo, November 9th and 10th.
Hell yeah.
In Vegas. Scott's going. Bill's going. I'm going to try to get out there.
Bill's already there.
Yep. Bill's already there.
That's true. That's a good point.
So we'll see you all next time. Thank you, Scott, for joining us once again. I think me, Bill, and Steve talked about like every other week if you're willing. So
I would love to. Sometimes it's just like with the kids, sports, things like that. Like it's sometimes it gets dicey, but I'm good. I'm good every other week, man. I should be able to do no problem.
Perfect.
Judging by that Mets hat, his kids will probably be done early, but it's all right. That's awesome.
It is. All right, y'all. We're signing out. Peace.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for joining, everybody.